Productivity tips. That's what today's coffee chat is going to be about. Productivity tips. Someone requested a video when I was flipping through the writer bullet journal. Someone made a comment and requested a video. So I thought, well, since today's Monday and it's Coffee Chat Monday, we'd go over productivity tips, and Camp NaNoWriMo starts Friday. So we have just a few days to get ready for Camp NaNoWriMo. And you might want to grab you a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or some sweet tea or whatever your drink of preference is. And join me because we're going to talk about productivity. The first thing you might want to do is set a goal. Now, there are people who set word count goals like 2,000 words a day. Stephen King does that. He writes on birthdays and Christmas. But if you don't want to do something like that, like for Camp NaNoWriMo, you could set a word count goal of 500 words a day for the 30 days. You'd have 15,000 words. For a full-length novel, say, which is 80,000 words, give or take, if you did the 2,000 words per day, you'd have 40 days of writing every day. We're going to do 30 days of 2,000 words a day. You'd have 60,000 words if you actually wrote 2,000 words a day during Camp NaNoWriMo. But if you drop that down to 1,000 words a day during Camp NaNoWriMo, you'd have 30,000 words. The great thing about Camp NaNoWriMo is that you get to set your own word count goal. But what you don't think about when you're setting these word count goals is Camp NaNoWriMo gives you a deadline, like NaNoWriMo gives you a deadline. But when it's non-NaNoWriMo time, you have to set your own goals. You have to give yourself a deadline. And having a deadline is an important part because it gives you incentive and motivation and to have follow through. Now, one of the other things you're going to need to think about is time management. And time management, I would get a planner or use maybe Google Calendars, your phone. You could have a bullet journal. You could have a planner. You could use a Hobonichi as a planner. I have one of those, but I art journal in mine. I have a 2016 agenda. It has the moon phases and stuff like that in it. That came with one of the traveler's notebooks I got. You can use a wall calendar, a desk calendar. You could go to Walmart or Target or the Dollar Tree or Dollar General somewhere and just buy an inexpensive planner. You don't have to have anything fancy. One of the other things you probably want to think about is rewards. During every NaNoWriMo type event, you can get a winner's shirt or a t-shirt. I got the Camp NaNoWriMo t-shirt and the mug. I didn't get them as winner stuff. I got them as motivation and incentive. When I finish Camp NaNoWriMo this April, I'm probably just going to go out to dinner, celebrate. I want to go to West Virginia. I think that's where it's at. And in June, Stephen King is signing some books. I'm hoping to finish my novel so that come November, I'll be writing book 2. I'm hoping that after July's Camp NaNoWriMo, I will be able to send my novel to beta readers. So reward system is something that I use. I used it when my kids were little with the little stars on the calendar. I actually use little stars on calendars for NaNoWriMo events. It's playful and it's fun and it makes it more fun, I think. Accountability is the next thing. You want to be accountable for achieving your goals. That's one of the great things about the writing community, about the NaNoWriMo community, is that we are in essence accountable to each other because it's a little bit competitive, but it's more supportive to me than competitive. But when you see other people achieving their word count goals, it motivates you to achieve yours as well. Word sprints are great to do that with. You can blog, you can vlog, you can tweet, you can post pictures on Instagram, you can do whatever that will help hold you accountable for your word count, for your goals. I have a page in my writer bullet journal and in my personal bullet journal where I have my goals listed. My goals listed for quarterly goals, my overall goals for the year, my overall goals for writing in general, for my personal life. Getting them written down like that and sorted through, organized, figuring out little goals to medium goals to big goals to even bigger goals helps me because it's a step-by-step process. And I hold myself accountable by talking about them so that if I fail, I can talk about why I failed. I can talk about what happened, and that helps me move forward instead of backwards. Instead of beating myself up over the failure, I can talk with other people who are experiencing or who have experienced the same things that I have, and then it helps you revamp things so that you can move forward and get going. And I think that's one of my favorite things about the writing community, about hashtag WriteTube, I guess, maybe, and NaNoWriMo, is that it's so positive. People are very helpful, very positive about things like that. I think it's really great. It makes me feel really good, and it helps me. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing the Arts Way, is because I wanted to get rid of the negative thoughts and the self-doubt and the procrastination and the fear, the real reason behind the writer's block, and help myself live a more creative life and to be more creative. The next thing I wanted to talk about is distractions. You can use programs like Write or Die that can help you set a goal or a word count, and then you type, or they end up playing some kind of like psycho crazy music, or the screen turns like some kind of weird color, or something happens. I think maybe your words disappear. I don't know. I've never used Write or Die. I tend to, so I'm less distracted when I'm writing in Scrivener, use the full screen mode. And probably another thing you might want to think about, other than Write or Die, it's like turning off your cell phone notifications, getting out of Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and all that kind of stuff, and concentrating on your writing and not having all those distractions. I tend to turn off all the notifications, and then I put my phone on vibrate so that if something happens, I can glance over. If it's my daughter, if it's my grandson, the daycare, or something that's important. So the next thing, other than the distractions, is to think about actually writing. You can use software programs like Word, but the Scrivener is awesome. It gives you project targets, session targets. You can do the full screen modes called compose modes. It fills up the screen with like a blank piece of paper. You could change colors in it. You could actually do background in it, but it'll help you stay more focused. You could actually set a timer for your writing. You could do word sprints. That helps with productivity. You can set an alarm. You can get up early. Writing in the morning is actually pretty good. There's something about the early morning where you don't have all the stuff from the whole day in your brain. Maybe the inner editor is still kind of half awake, half asleep, so not paying as much attention. But if you're actually like a night owl, or you have some kind of situation like I do sometimes where it's quieter at night, or you don't get everything done during the daytime because you get busy with everything else. Sometimes writing at night is quieter. Whatever works for you is probably the best. Some people write better in the morning. Some people write better in the evening. Some people write better like in the middle, way in the wee hours of the morning where everything is super quiet. Last but not least is to just actually get your ass in the chair and to write. Everybody you talk to will tell you that the only way that you're going to get your book written is to just write. You need to find some balance, but I think there are some things that we do, like surfing the net and constant Twitter updates and Instagram and all the pretty pictures and things like that. I think they distract us, and that goes back to the distractions, but you really just need to get your ass in the chair. And if you can't write, what I've learned with the morning pages is that you just start out with, I don't know what to write, or the weather outside is frightful. I'm so tired of the rain. Whatever works for you, just get your brain moving. And that tends to, by the time I have written a paragraph of stream of consciousness, I don't know what to write. The weather is so yucky. I'm so tired of gray and rainy days. I'm so tired of the road flooding. I don't feel good today. My shoulders hurt. We've had so much rain lately and have arthritis and tendonitis stuff. So my neck and my shoulders feel like they weigh 100 pounds. And then in my morning pages, sometimes I complain about that. Once I start doing that, the negativity bothers me. So then I end up switching to something more positive, and then the positive makes more positive, and then before I know it, I'm really writing about the real things that are really important. You could do a chart, you could do a word count tracker. There are any number of things. I have learned the hard way that what works for me is to keep up with my word count, what my actual words are, what my goal is, where I'm at, where I need to be. I try to write a little ahead, to write some extra, that have a cushion for days where I don't get to write that much, where if there's something really going on. In November, there's Thanksgiving, which means family, and you have obligations and stuff, responsibilities, so you may or may not be able to write on Thanksgiving. Usually write at least a few hundred words extra, and I start out the month really good, like with double the word count for a couple of days in a row, and that helps give me some cushion. But I try to write at least 100 to 500 words a day, no matter what, whether it's just journaling or writing about my character or whatever. And then I have this calendar with some of the goals for April and some things I want to achieve. And I've been setting up things in here. That's the outline, like I talked about. I filled out the character stuff. There is one of my pretty objects, my supernatural objects. It's a pendant. I haven't done much else with the notes, but like I said, I did do the activity tips. And this is my small tarot outline, and you can see I've actually done the storyboard. I need to do just a little bit more up there. Some research stuff. I am in the process of getting stuff together so I can put it in here. And then this is chapter 1. You have the little tabs. I hand wrote chapters 1, chapters 2. I'm not finished with, I have almost finished chapter 3, and I still need to do chapter 4. And then this is this week, what's going on, what I need to accomplish. And these are for my word count, where I'm actually going to write my word count in. And I need to color the boxes because I ran out of stickers. And this section right here is for notes. So I have the weeks done for April so that I can put my word count in and write about what I got accomplished, what I did. And I can go back to that. I can go back April's actual productivity log, and I can log down what I get accomplished, YouTube video, blog post, my word count, what chapter I have finished, characters, whatever is going on. I will be writing all of that down so that I know where I'm at, what's going on, what I did for that day, that kind of thing. I'm super excited because this is actually probably going to be filled up with this novel. I have another one for book 2. So I will have these for each novel. This is a lot bigger and a lot better. It will work better in general for what I'm working on. And then I will put the little tab right here and the little thing right here. This is just one of these tabs I stuck on the front so I could use it when I needed it. Label it. Name the novel and book 1. And I'll do the same on the outside so that I'll be lined up on my bookshelf, y'all. They'll look so pretty. I'm so excited. But this is all part of the journey, and it's part of what helps keep me motivated and inspired, because I'll have pictures of the characters in here pretty soon. I'm going to draw a few, cut out a few from magazines, cut out a few images of like a cabin, a mansion, a library, an occult store, a bookstore, an antique store. I'm going to do different things, and the pictures and all of that will be in here. I'm not a binder person. I'm just not. I don't like spiral bound. I don't like ring bound. I'm just not into any. They're uncomfortable for me. I don't like them, but I do like bound books. I always have. And so I'm super excited because it's all going really well. Now I need to get back to preparing for Camp NaNo and getting some house stuff done. So I pick up my grandson this afternoon in just a little while, and I need to get some things done. I have some dishes to wash, and I need to sweep the kitchen floor and do those kind of things, because those are also responsibilities. And the fairies quit. I don't know what happened. She just had, I guess I wasn't leaving them enough pizza. I don't know. So have a good, that was Harry Dresden reference, by the way. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. Bye.